So again, I think the beauty for me was, yes, it was a creation and it might not even exist anymore, but I stepped away. It's like one of those beautiful moments where, and I see this a lot in business when people start companies and they're like, it's my baby. You know what I mean? They build a product, it's my baby. And you can't let it go. I was forced to let it go, to be honest with you, but like watching what's happened since, just like via alternative, like third party channels, or like, other professionals, LinkedIn's and Facebook pages, as to how they're kind of continuing that in different avenues. That's power, because that took something that was so disparate prior. So, sorry,
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop
No.
geeking, but I love it.
It really is, and I think you've done a better job at stepping away than a lot of people have. And I do want to pick your brain about that at some point, because, I struggle with it, but to the point of actually creating something and then realizing that it's time to let the baby go to college, and move on with
Yeah.
their life. Hopefully, what people are hearing is this component of who you and I were at the start of our career, and there's elements and some words that probably chime in, right? Perfectionism, uh, being perfect. So not just perfectionism, but being a perfect person to people, so they don't have anything to pick apart about you, so they don't have anything to criticize. Trying to fit the mold of what's out there and trying to be as successful as absolutely possible within that mold that already exists. And this is where Martha Stewart comes in. Martha Stewart, if you think back to pre-prison, Martha Stewart was perfect. She has taught me how to fold a fitted sheet. I can fold a fitted sheet perfectly because of her in pre-prison Martha Stewart world, where everything was about how perfect can it be, how in line with expectations are you, do you fit this mold that's out there for you? And then she probably had some great people around her, and she did some insider trading. She claims she didn't, by the way, but nonetheless,
She did it. Like, come on.
this is where, don't sue us, Martha. We're complimenting you, I promise.
Yeah, truly,
But
truly.
this is where the transition happens, because the people that identified with her were our mothers, who either loved her or hated her, right? Either they wanted to be just like her, or they couldn't believe someone like that was setting expectations for what a homemaker or mother or whatever should be. Goes to prison, serves her time, never shies away from the fact that she went to prison. And that's where my respect starts, because one thing that I think has made us very identifiable over time has been, we talk about our mistakes. I openly talk about how I almost got kicked out of college, and how I got fired from my internship, and how it got me to where I am today because of the weird way that connections happen. It doesn't mean I wanted any of that to happen. I'm sure Martha didn't want to go to jail. But she goes to jail, she's honest about the experience, and she profits from the experience because she's able to made a nativity scene while she was there that then she replicated and has sold every year since. And she gets in this world of, now she can bring different people onto her platform and her show, because she hasn't lost who she is. She's still Martha fucking Stewart. But now people like Snoop Dogg come onto the show, and the most beautiful friendship ever is formed, and new access to a new demographic of people where she's still her, but she's her in a new environment. She's still doing perfect stuff. She's still teaching us how to fold fitted sheets and bake things and all that kind of stuff, but she's doing it in a relatable way. And that's where I think you and I have started to get to in our lives, right? Where I'm still going to rock out and be the best person, executive, whatever it is that I can be.